I, McCarthy, was born into a somewhat poor family, capable but somewhat poor to some extent. We always had food to satisfy our bellies with, always had a roof on our heads, keeping us sheltered, clothes on our back, covering our shame, keeping us warm whenever needed. Bills were always paid, especially in time, and more importantly, we were a healthy and functional family, and we still are. We never really had anything grand and anything extra, but we always had our basic needs met. See? Capable but poor to some extent, but not really poor. See, my family and I belong to a village. We still do, and ever since I became self-awareness, we were always belonging to a village, and a lot of them, in fact, we were not outcast. We never rejected any village, and we were never rejected by any village whatsoever. We belonged, we kept involved, we kept visible, and participated as much as possible. Thus the relations got bigger and stronger. Thus the belonging got bigger and stronger. We belong to a specific street, a specific neighborhood, and we were very well known there because my mama was a vendor. We always belonged to a specific township and a city, and we were decently known there because my father was a construction worker. At school, I was blessed with a great teacher, and we belonged to a church, and so did many other blessed people whom didn't withhold their blessings to themselves. My street, my neighborhood, and my town, to some extent, was very much alike like the people from church, blessed with worldly positions, but also blessed with a giving hand as well. My parents didn't keep me to themselves. They knew that they weren't limited, and so they can't be all that I relied on. So they surrendered me to a village and many other villages, and these villages accepted me, and I also accepted them. And as I grew up, made my own relationships in these villages and in these communities. And the more I grew up, the more I became responsible for the success and integrity of these relationships. Following in the footsteps of my parents, I was successful. I was never casted out by any village into the cold, and I was never forced to burn any of them in order to warm myself, because I was always within these villages, and their warmth was sufficient. My family was poor, alright, but not really, because we belonged to villages, and all that was theirs was a little bit of ours. And the people whom were in these villages were ours, and we were theirs, And in everything I did and in everything that I pursued, I was never alone. I had a village behind me, always pushing me forward and always ready to hold me up whenever I happened to fall back a little bit. Thus, as I am and as I always was, I, McCarthy, was never alone. I had a village.